Now listen to me. You are likely going to be a very unhappy person for a very long time if you don't pay attention to these three things. Number one, right now, there's a whole lot of things you wish you would have accomplished by now that you've not accomplished. And so that feeling of unmet dreams pushes you to a place where day in, day out, days going to weeks, weeks going to months, month going into year, and for a lot of people, years going into decades, you just notice that you've not accomplished an amount of things, and then pulls you towards regret and ingratitude. So every other thing that you've accomplished never matters because of that one unit of thing or that some unit of things that you have not acquired. And you begin to judge yourself as a failure and many other things. Now, why is ingratitude very dangerous? When you actually harbor ingratitude, you never see the profit and the potential within what you already have. You may not realize this. Where you are right now is not where you used to be 5 years ago, 10 years ago, for some of you 1 year ago, even a month ago. So one of the most important things you must recognize is that don't let the things you have get to begin to diminish in value because of the things you want. That is where principles like patience, perseverance, getting to work on yourself more, self-development, self-leadership actually come in. While you are in the waiting period for what you don't have yet, what can you do right now to ensure that you are not diminishing in health and in happiness and in everything that matters because of that one thing that you want to get? So guess what now happens? That a lot of people now even come to a place of ingratitude being a learned habit. Why do I call it a learned habit? Whatever occurs in your life consistently that remains unchecked becomes a habit. So you want to begin to get into that zone in your life where in as much as you've not received some things in your life, don't judge yourself as a failure. And then another very important story that I believe will help you is the story of David. He'd come back to his town and discovered that, the place had been raided, the women had been taken captive. The men with him were not happy, and David, of course, went back obviously unhappy. But guess what? There was one thing that David had that made a whole difference. And the scripture says, and David encouraged himself in the Lord. In other words, there is a place in your life where in the midst of everything that is happening around you right now, nothing may make sense. The only thing that may make sense for what is for you to travel to the past and remember the victories that you've won, remember your triumphs, and that now serves as an encouragement. Why is that encouragement important? Every time you're not encouraged, you don't do well. Every time you're not motivated, you never live